What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. As always is the case, with Destiny 2 at least, when the content starts to dry up, the Pastebin posts start to multiply. And that seems to be happening a lot here lately, which brings us to the topic of today's video. A new quote-unquote leak was posted on Pastebin this weekend that claims to reveal huge details towards Season 22, Season 23, and the final shape, and even beyond that.
Well, we're waiting.
Now, I'll be honest and upfront with all of you. In no way do I believe that this post is filled with any level of legitimacy. The author, which is of course unknown, tries so outlandishly hard to convince the audience that these details are real, to the extent that I almost felt like I was reading some politician's long-winded proposal statements on how they weren't going to take advantage of taxpayer money anymore.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I mean, this thing is just so long, so winded, which is why I'm not even going to reread this word for word. There's just no way.
She told me there was no way.
Let's see, how long is this post? Oh, that's right, 212 lines. Yeah, that's a lot. This is like if someone dropped the TLDR for Marvel Phase 6, 7, and 8 all at once. It would be impossible for anyone to know this many details unless you sat at the high table, especially after the recent occurrences that happened with some select content creators that were invited to a seminar and then shared those details online. But even those leaked details contained screenshots, conversations, and a slew of specific details that made it clear that they were not simply fan-made theories. But within this newest post, there's no actual specific details. As drawn out as it is, it's all still very vague. For example, in many instances, the user will mention that Destiny will be adding X amount of new weapons for, I don't know, insert activity. But then there's not one single weapon name, weapon perk, or origin trait that can be mentioned, outside of course of the Necrochasm, which was a Destiny 1 exotic, meaning that this information is likely being pulled from already existing details within the Destiny franchise. When this season's taken weapons were leaked, we had the names, the perks, the origin trait, and images of almost all of the weapons. Another example is the user's mention of the Garden of Salvation weapons getting revised and craftable options. Considering that we have now seen the Last Wish and Deepstone Crypt getting updated weapons, it's only logical that we would have the same done for Garden of Salvation.
Logical.
And again, there's no specific details to what changes will be made to these weapons, or their new origin trait, or anything like that. So this comes off way more as fan theory than an actual leak. Every single line of this post just comes off as though the user has compiled all of the recent fan theories, which has all been based off of in-game context and existing details within the story of Destiny. They took that and added in a few of the actual leaks from the Destiny 2 Leaks Discord, most likely, gave it a splash of rule number 34, and regurgitated all of it into a massive epilogue of bullshit that's made to look like a real leak. I mean, hell, maybe this was the works of one of those fancy AI programs, but who knows? It's been pretty convincing to several out there, that's for sure. There's already been a ton of content creators to jump on board to claim that these leaks are completely real. But what I do know is that unanimously, every trusted leaker and data miner, both on Twitter and Discord, have already labeled this as being completely fake, which is exactly what I'm doing. Don't get me wrong, I would love to see the Vex turn out to be the ultimate evil force, and I would love for Crota to return in a new and challenging means next season. And I think everyone would honestly enjoy some of these proposed changes to Gambit and Crucible, but without actual insider details, this is nothing more than a child's wish list to Santa for Christmas. Nevertheless, this post does offer an interesting read-through. It certainly gave me a few laughs, and it made me think about a few things towards the future of Destiny. With that being said, I've included a link to this Pastebin article in the description below, if you so desire to read through it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this quote-unquote leak, if you believe it has some merit, or if you believe it's just a big sack of donkey dung. Let me know know down in the comments below. And while we're at it, let me know what your final shape wish list is. Thank you as always for checking out today's video. A rating below is always appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more Destiny 2 content. Hitting that share button would be pretty badass of you as well. Just throwing it out there. This has been Profane, and until next time, Guardians, I wish you all some happy hunting.